The US branch alone has sent almost $5 million or so. Proxy voting, no. Something that is not new. Proxy voting, new. In 2023, we had proxy voting. There was no issue with it. In 2015-14, we had proxy voting. There was no issue whatsoever with it. In 2007, we had proxy voting. There was no issue with it. All this I'm saying is because looking at NPP, how our structure is, okay, you realize, say, we have been political party, Ghana, always we are boasting about digitalization. We in NPP are always boasting about technology. Over the past 8 years that NPP has been in power, one of our core message, one thing that has been central to anything NPP has sought to do, is technology, digitalization. And in fact, to the extent that Ghanaians have come to appreciate that this nation, Ghana, our turning point came in digital advancement under the NPP government. Recently, as I told you the other time, I was able to download Ghana Commercial Bank app on my phone, and within 1 minute, I was able to create a new bank account from start. I didn't have to walk into any banking hall. From in the house, you download the app yourself. You just type your Ghana card number. The app itself will show you your name on your Ghana card number, your date of birth, and everything. You can create a bank account within 1 minute. So all these things have been spearheaded by the NPP. Now, again, the same NPP, my party, we have been saying, always say, because of the robust system that we have, sometimes when the whole country goes to elect for election, we are able to collate our result way before Electoral Commission even collates theirs. And clearly, 2024, we saw something like that. When Electoral Commissioner had not even finished doing collation at the regions, but we had our result, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came out to come and congratulate John Dramani Mahama and concede defeat. Right? And see, we are not lacking any structure when it comes to a digital way of doing things. Now, the reason I'm saying this is for the first time, proxy vote, and I say our branches are our external branches. They used to just have 333 allocations. And the whole of UK is considered as one branch, and they are giving only 3 slots. US giving only 3 slots. Canada 3 slots. France 3 slots. Like that. And in all, we had just about 15 branches. Okay. Now, God being so good, during the recent delegates conference that we held at University of Ghana, I was there. I don't know if you were there or not. Delegates of the party decided that every external branch should have 17 votes. And 17 votes being a representation of the entirety of executives. 17 votes. So we have the chairman, first and second vice. Then we have organizer and the deputy, youth organizer and the deputy, Nasara and the deputy. Then we have women organizer and the deputy, and then the remaining portfolios. We have a director of communication, director of electoral affairs, director of research. Yeah, those are the 17. So every external branch of NPP is deserving of 17 votes. And yes, sir, right. That was agreed. Just for us, a few months later, to come out and say that even the 3 votes that you had, that we have now increased to 17 votes, no, we have taken everything away from you. If you cannot join a plane and come down to Ghana, forget about it. You will not be allowed to vote. How do you tell the people this? How do you explain this to people, and you are expecting them to sit down and just accept it like that because we are trying to please one particular candidate? It makes no sense. The people had 3 votes. Delegates of the party are saying that they deserve more than 3 votes. So expand it for them. Let them have 17 votes per every country in which they find themselves. And we accepted. Then just the election, the very first election in which this law is taking effect, you have come out to say that you will not allow them to vote unless they come here physically. Meanwhile, most of the things that we went to agree on at the University of Ghana when we went in July, most of them are being implemented. In the next election of executives, we are going to have director of research separate from director of election. We are going to be voting for communication directors. So why is it that all these things are being implemented and we are taking away the franchise of people who are living outside the nation, but every now and then are able to support this political party, NPP, with their resources? I can tell you on authority, say, many of the people who are outside this nation that identify with the New Patriotic Party sacrifice a lot of things to see this party move forward. They make a lot of sacrifices. These people wake up, stand in the rain, stand in the snow, cold, very cold temperatures, yet still they go to work, they go and try fetching their daily bread. And after getting their daily bread, they also make sure that they send something down here to support the New Patriotic Party. I told you how somebody in the US saw me speaking on behalf of the NPP on YouTube. He chased me to TikTok, came here, got my number, called me and sent a $3,000 worth of a mixer, digital mixer to me, that used this mixer just because of the love for the NPP. Or draw more my NPP. And I was told that, is it last year or so, for the election, the US branch alone has sent almost $5 million or so, 5 million Ghana cedis or dollars, as support towards election 2024. UK branch sends down money. France branch sends down money. And all over, Sweden branch and all send down money. And some way, somehow, time for election, flag bearer, none other than flag bearer election, we are saying that they cannot vote. Now, my question is that, why now? Why are you getting up now to say that our friends outside the country cannot vote? Why now? Who are the people raising an objection? One of the people that clearly has come out with this agenda, Honorable Jojo Rocky. Now, Honorable Jojo Rocky is part of the Kennedy Ejapon team. So we know where this is coming from. It is coming from Honorable Ken's camp. Now you ask yourself, Honorable Ken, why are you afraid of our friends in the diaspora, our delegates in the diaspora voting? Why? There are just about 700 of them. 700. Then why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of them voting? It does not make any sense. We are told you are the one going to win. Yes, sir. Because prophets have prophesied. They said that no matter what we do, you are the one going to win. So if you believe in the prophecies, as your team members have gone to do Thanksgiving and all, why are you preventing delegates who are in the diaspora from voting? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And no one can tell me that over all the 700 delegates who are in the diaspora are coming down to go and vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No one can say that. People hold divergent views. So why is the Kennedy Ejapon camp doing everything possible to sabotage our friends in the diaspora? Now, let me remind you of something. After we went for, the delegates conference in July, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon, as part of his campaign, went to the United States of America. Please, do you remember? Honorable Kennedy Ejapon went to the United States of America to go and campaign. Beside that, his spokesperson, Kwesi Kwarteng, also went to Canada. He stayed in Canada for almost 1 month. 1 full month campaigning for Honorable Kennedy Ejapon. So do you know why they are doing all this agenda now? When they went to US and Canada, they realized that most of the people who are outside the country were not buying into their message. Because these are people who have been out of this nation and they have seen development. So you cannot go and tell them that fry oil, you can take oil from maize. That's not the, you go to them with this kind of message, they will not even pay attention to you. So they clearly did not give ears to the message of Honorable Ken. Now he comes back to Ghana and realizes that, look, Jack, I went to US, it flopped. My spokesperson went to Canada, it flopped. So if you should allow these people to vote, they are all going to vote for Bawumia. So let's do everything to prevent it. And then, strangely, PEC, that's a Presidential Election Committee, decides to flow along. Shockingly. And it is shocking because everything being done right now by our party, it is as though we are doing everything possible to please Honorable Ken. Yes, that is the truth. It's like we are doing everything possible to satisfy the ego of Honorable Ken. Is he the only person who can cause confusion? Ebanu confusion na Takashia and I say gidigidia. Are we saying, say, Honorable Kennedy Ohine Ejapon is the only person in NPP who can cause confusion? Ajua, you are welcome. It seems like now in our party, for you to get attention, you must be a troublemaker. Is that the kind of legacy, or is that the kind of thing that we want to start with? Just say, oh, party name now pay attention, and now pay say, oh, kasema, obianka se ania, say, we are trouble causer. It's like now it's become more, how do you call it? It's become more beneficial to be a trouble causer in NPP than someone who would want the party moving forward. Now, it is not the best at all. It is not the best. So this decision, engineer, thank you so much. Chris, amen. This decision does not make any sense. It does not make any sense. And look, if they go ahead with this decision, if they go ahead and they disenfranchise our people, our executives in the diaspora, nobody should again come and ask them money. Nobody should go and should come and tell diaspora force, send money down here to support the party. As for their money is there, the party has need for it, but their vote is not needed. Is that not so? What are we talking about? One day event, you want somebody to take a flight from US and come down to Ghana to come and vote and go back. Are you going to give him are you going to pay them transport fare? Are you going to pay them transport fare? In January, and we know how the cost of flight tickets in January, how high it is. It does not make any sense. And I'm so disappointed. It is not because per se these people are coming to vote for Dr. Bawumia. No. That's not it. As I told you, it is impossible that all 700 people outside the country who are qualified to be delegates in this election are going to vote for. It's impossible. It's impossible. But I'm just saying that this is a bad precedent being set. When we start becoming selective, when we start becoming selective of the parts of the constitution that we would apply, then we are going to have a very big trouble. Because tomorrow, what might happen is that somebody also will get up and say that we cannot rely on TESCON votes, so all the TESCON executives, we will not allow them to partake in the selection of a flag bearer. These are some of the things we did and apathy set into the party, and we are in opposition today. And we seem not to have learnt from it. We seem not to have learnt from the mistakes we made as a party that caused apathy. And a group of people who do not have anything really to lose. Someone is in US, someone is in Canada, someone is in France, UK. They don't really have anything to lose because they can hustle and take care of their families. They are not looking for appointment. But for the love of Ghana, for the love of the NPP, they are still active at the party level. They still send their monies down here. And this is how you want to treat them? This is how you want to treat them? This is how you want to tell them thank you? It's unacceptable. So much unacceptable. And beyond, and when I see people who have paid pastors to prophesy on their behalf and say that give them a prophetic advantage, prophesy that they are the ones going to win, you, after all the prophecies, you are still afraid of losing. I thought people said it was settled. For the first time, somebody has prophesied and has even written a book about it. All because they want to tune the mind of people who delegates who are going to vote that, oh, where the Ken Afayenti, you the Kotuman keke. When have you ever seen, say, a prophet in Ghana has prophesied about an election and has even taken the pain of going ahead to print a book, to write a book about it? But in this very election, it has happened. But Bawumia camp is not talking. No one is talking. No one is talking. And the next thing is that you want to do this to our foreign executives. We will not accept that. And I'm hearing that our people outside the country are thinking of going to court to test the law. And they have my full support. In fact, the zona say, God bless you abundantly, say, amen. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm hearing that our people outside the country are thinking of going to court. Full support. Full support. We must test the law. We must test the law. The same law that said that if you want to hold a presidential election, the notice should not take less than 6 months. For which reason we are voting in January, not December. Because we went to Congress in July. Is that not so? So August, September, October, November, December, January, 6 months. So we are following the law on one side, and the other side that says that people can vote, people in the diaspora can vote. That one there, we are not. And Kofi say, God bless you, bro, for being a grateful person. Amen. That one day we are not, we don't want to go by it. Auntie Linda Akwaba. Today, I was on a live, and one guy who works at the office of the general secretary of the party came trying to defend this whole decision of not allowing our friends in the diaspora to vote. It made no sense. He spent almost 2 hours. It made no sense completely. Like there is nothing you can say that will even make sense. Because it's unthinkable. Yenya adiesa. Now, if our people in diaspora will not even go to court, if this thing happens, don't send money to the party again. Let us all suffer. Let us all suffer. Because you cannot wake up, be in the snow, be in the rain, low temperatures, wake up at 2 a.m., go to work and come, and then the little you get, you still think about the NPP, you still put it together, send down for the party's organization, and then they will tell you that you cannot vote. They should go and take the money from the people that they whose voice they are listening to. They should go and take the money from them. Let's move on from the proxy voting. Let's go to our next topic,